Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. Thanks for joining me here in yoga today for this wonderful morning flow. We're going to get you started for the rest of your day, get those muscles nice and warmed up, focus a little bit on those arms, those legs, a little bit on the core. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get that mat, bottle of water. It's always a good idea to stay hydrated during your class. And let's go ahead and get on started. Let's find a comfortable spot on our mats. If you have a blanket you'd like to put underneath yourself, let's go ahead and place that there. Kind of wiggle and groove yourself into a nice comfortable spot. Maybe roll the shoulders up, back, and down a couple of times. And then allow yourself to gently close the eyes when you find a nice exhale. Relaxing your arms down onto your knees. Allow them to find a comfortable spot. Maybe more internal practice, or maybe palms facing up for a more external practice today. Finding your choice on what feels good for you in this moment. Breathe into your space and exhale, relax. With each inhale, feel the crown of your head rise on up a little bit taller. And as you exhale, release your hips and sitting bone down. Inhale, expand through your ribcage, the front, the sides, the back. And as you exhale, relax and soften your jaw. Just allowing time with the breath. Maybe expanding through the belly, letting the belly button and everything expand a little bit more on the next inhale. And as you exhale, contract the belly. Find smooth rhythm with your breath. Let's just take a few more breaths here together, allowing ourselves to become unified with our breath. Our breath is our guide for our practice. No matter what pose, no matter what movement, follow your breath. And slowly release your hands down to the side. Find your next inhale, reach them up towards the sky, join your palms together, release them to your heart center. Take a nice gentle bow forward and create an intention for your practice. A reason why you felt like you needed to get on your mat today. Maybe just finding some sweet release, or maybe building some positive energy. But whatever your intention may be today, create a mantra from that intention. I am creative. I am energized. I am healthy. I am strong. Whatever you choose. Repeating it to yourself 3 times here. And inhale, rising back up with the crown of the head. Let's slowly open our eyes. Let's begin our practice with our hands and our wrists. Bringing your hands together, and let's make small waves with our wrists and hands. And change directions. And go ahead and push your palms away, still keeping the fingers interlaced. Roll the shoulders down the spine, away from your ears. Inhale, let's go ahead and externally rotate your wrists, so just reversing the rotation and pull them away. So palms are still facing away from you, working on the outside of the wrist. Maybe bringing your fingertips down, and maybe trying to bring the palms down to the earth. If that causes any pain, back off. And inhale, let's go ahead and come on back up. Shake the wrists out. Inhale, reach on up, and exhale, cactus arms. Really pull those elbows out and away from the chest. Smile. Inhale, reach on back up, and exhale, hands back to heart. Beautiful. Let's come in a tabletop position for a couple of cat-cows just to warm up the spine. And if you have sensitive knees and you're using that blanket at home, I always like to place it underneath those knees for tabletop and any other position that we might be on our knees for. Place your hands directly underneath your shoulders, your knees directly underneath your hips as best as you can. Tuck your toes, and inhale, go ahead and look forward. As you exhale, round through your spine, look back towards your belly button. Inhale, come forward, maybe untuck the toes and come to the tops of your feet to add a little bit more action and a little bit more connection with your cat-cows. And also finding maybe a little more free form with your cat-cows, maybe adding a little more circular motion as you come back and come forward. Just finding a little bit more range of fluidity and motion for yourself today. And changing directions. And coming back into child's. Looking back through the hips, knees can be apart or together, your choice. And taking a few more breaths right here. Inhale and exhale, melt down. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale, relax. And slowly on your next inhale, go ahead and inhale. Lift the knees, extend the legs. Stretch out through your hands, make sure you're really press down, and then let's inhale, lift both heels up, and exhale, release them down. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, release them down. A couple more times here. Now bringing awareness to your toes, see if you can drop your heels down and lift all 10 toes up off the mat. Really stretch into the backs of the calves a little bit further. If you're a mountain biker or hiker, this should feel really good. Release your toes, lift the heels one more time, and then just relax them down. All right, we're going to work on a little bit of balancing here. So we're going to inhale, look up at your hands, and we're going to stare at that right hand first. We're going to lift the right palm up So we have the fingertips on the mat, and we're going to drag those fingertips towards the left foot and ankle as best as we can. If we can grab onto the ankle, great. If not possible today, don't worry. Find where you can challenge yourself. Activate through the side body and pull your view up through the side on the left. Breathe with this here. Feel through your shoulder blade. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and release that hand down. Let's take that over to the left hip. So inhale, lift the left palm up to the fingertips. Drag those fingertips across towards the right foot, maybe grabbing onto the right ankle. Letting yourself open up through the twist, looking right. Inhale and exhale, release the hand, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up at your hands. Let's take a couple of steps to the top of our mat. We'll find a nice forward fold here. Shake the head yes and no a couple of times. And let's grab opposite elbows and rock those elbows right and left. Just kind of windshield wipering the shoulders open a little bit more. And switch the way the arms are holding. Inhale and exhale, release the arms. Let yourself roll up to standing, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Take it easy. Inhale the shoulders up, back, and down. Once you find standing, bring your feet together. Inhale, rise on up with the hands. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's start warming up the body through our Vinyasa Flow. Look up, inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, float yourself down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through your spine. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, jump into your plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Now, if you need to break your vinyasa down just a little more throughout practice, by all means, please do. And by that, I mean maybe dropping to your knees when you're coming back before your downward facing dog, maybe a baby cobra instead of an up dog, whatever your body is maybe feeling today. Take a couple more breaths in your down dog. Make sure your legs are nice and active and strong. All right, now let's start building some heat with our climbers. Bring your feet together, starting on the right side. Inhale, lift that right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Exhale, draw it into the center. Smooth and controlled here, guys. We don't need to move fast, but rather active and strong. Bring it over to the left elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Now, warrior one, bring that knee into the chest, plant it, find your foundation, arise. Staying strong in your warrior one for about 5 full breaths. Inhale and exhale. Drop your hands forward. Your left hand stays where it is. Your right hand is going to be activated in motion here. So we're going to inhale, open up the right arm out to the side. We're going to exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, open for 2. Center. 3. Center. 4. Center. 5. Inhale, 6. Inhale, 7. Inhale, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one, we're going to hold it open there. Open it up for 10. Breathing here. See if you can bring your right hand down towards the back left and lift your left arm up. Inhale and exhale, return your arms back open. Inhale once again. Exhale, bring your hands forward. Inhale up, exhale, take it down, Vinyasa Flow. Knee in downward facing dog when you're ready. Coming back to that intention, that mantra for your practice. Bring both feet together. Inhale, reach left up. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale to your center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross it over. Warrior one. Bring that foot. Drop your back heel. Inhale, come on up. 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale, just drop your hands. Right hand stays still, left hand is the motion. Ready? Inhale, open up. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open it up, hold. Drop that back hand back towards the back leg. Front hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Release your hands back open. Inhale. Exhale, close your hands. Inhale, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, take it down, your Vinyasa Flow. Inhale, look at your hands. Step, walk, jump to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, arise. Hands to your heart. Shavasana, mountain pose. Hope we're feeling nice and warmed up. Let's take that for a round 2, adding just a little bit more variety. Adding Utkatasana, chair pose to start. Let's go ahead and inhale. Swoop those hands down, reach them up, find chair pose. 2 more breaths. Inhale, look up at your hands. Exhale, float down. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, plant the hands. Find your Vinyasa Flow. Taking it to an extra level with those climbers. So now we're really going to add just a little active motion in the leg. So we're going to drop the knee down and lift it back up. So bring your feet back together. Inhale, lift right leg up. Exhale, bring it to the right elbow. Drop to the floor, lift it, kick it back up. Exhale, center. Drop it, lift it, kick it back up. Exhale, left, drop, lift, kick it back up. Let's add a fallen triangle or rock star. So bring your foot over to the left side of your mat, drop it on the floor, stack your shoulders, lift your left arm. One more breath. Inhale and exhale, drop the hand, lift your right leg, bend the right knee, stack the hips. We're going to open it up a little bit more here. Draw a couple circles with your knee. And if you feel like you can teeter on over and come into wild thing, drop that right foot back behind you, lift your hips up. And slowly coming back into your 3-legged dog. Warrior one. Plant the foot, find foundation, arise. Now preparing ourselves for a little bit of a twist, allowing the hands to come together. Inhale, And exhale, drop left elbow coming down towards the right knee. So twisted side angle here. Now your hands can stay together. You want to activate a little bit more into your twist. You can open up the hands, maybe on the outside of the foot, hopefully. If a bind is part of your practice, you can drop that top hand behind you, reaching towards your left hip. Walk your left fingertips through the body, and then meet at the left hip. All right, let's see if we can come back into our warrior one stance with the right hand back and the left hand forward. So in that twist, ready? Just come right up into that twist. Now we're going to windshield wiper ourselves into warrior two. Ready? Find your warrior two stance. Maybe extend the legs, open a little bit more. Strong warriors, strong minds. You've got this here. Straighten that front leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Send your hips back as your front hand goes forward. Reach, reach, reach. Let that hand find the floor. Top hand reaches up towards the sky. And take one more round of breath right there. Slightly bend in that front knee so you can come back into your warrior two stance right away here. And then re-straighten that leg. We're going to come into standing straddle. So turn your toes to face one side of the mat. Hands can come to your hips. Inhale, look up. And exhale, hinge back at the hips just enough so the crown of the head can come forward. And slowly release the crown of the head down to the floor. Hands can release when you're ready. Releasing slowly with each breath, letting that exhale melt that tightness, melt that stiffness. Now, if a headstand is part of your practice and your head is on the floor, I always encourage you to practice that headstand. If you are still kind of working into headstand and you'd like to move your mat close to a wall for a little bit more comfortability, please go ahead and do so. I'm going to allow you to have that time so that way we can enjoy it together. So if you are practicing headstand, finding where it's comfortable for your hands to be, gently finding the crown of the head, activating through the core, and lifting up the feet and the legs. Legs are nice and strong. Activating the core to be strong all the way throughout the entire body. Breathing in, breathing out. Try to come out of the pose just like you went in. Without hurting any plants. And allow the hands to come back down. Walk your feet together and find child's pose. Take a couple more breaths here. We'll meet in child's pose. You need a sip of water. Always make sure you stay hydrated. Okay. So in our child's pose here, inhale, go ahead and come in slowly on back up. Let's see if we can find a crow pose here together today. So hands are going to come right underneath those shoulders. You're going to lift yourself up onto your toes. You're going to walk those knees to the backs of your elbows. Now the key here is to really find balance and pulling your head forward, not pulling your feet up, right? So if you practice crow pose quite a bit, you maybe have already have advanced yourself a little bit more, but allowing just to find balance, pulling the crown forward so the toes become almost weightless. Find a drishti, a point where you can bring your focus to. And keep kind of practicing it, throwing into it. Maybe side crow is a nice little variation that you like to practice. Just finding a little playfulness in your practice. All right. Slowly coming out of your crow pose, coming to a nice standing forward fold. Nice job. We're going to find Utkatasana chair pose and take that same sequence onto the left side. So bending through the knees, inhale, lift through the hands, 3 breaths, Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, step back, find plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. All right. Bringing that same sequence over to the left side. Left foot is the one coming up. Inhale. Exhale. Left elbow. Drop. Lift. Kick it back up. Exhale. Come to your center. Drop it. Lift it. Kick it back up. Exhale. Right. Drop. Lift. Kick it back up. Exhale. Rock star. Dropping it out to the side. Shoulders. Lift the right hand up. Inhale. Exhale, drop that hand. Lift your left foot up. Left knee. Start rotating your left knee open a little bit. And slowly teeter on into your wild thing if it's available to you. Inhale. Come back into your 3-legged dog. And dropping that knee, finding your warrior 1. All right, coming into that twisted side angle here. So inhale, exhale, hands come together. Right elbow comes towards the left knee this time. Hands come in prayer position to kind of help open up through the shoulders, the chest especially. If you can move a little further, you can always drop your hand down to the floor. Top hand comes up to the sky. Maybe if a bind is part of your practice, you can drop that top hand behind you. You can walk the bottom hand through the legs. Now, as you can see, I have a little toughness on this side. We all kind of have a one side that's a little easier than the other. So be kind to yourself. Remember that self-love and gratitude. And see where you are. And appreciate it. Love it. And breathe into it. All right. Transitioning into our twisted warrior 1. Ready? Inhale, just lift. Rotating into warrior 2. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Strong warriors, strong minds. Straighten that front leg, triangle trigonasana. Hips go towards the back. Your hand goes forward. Hinging at those hips and allowing yourself to find triangle. Slight bend in the front knee. If keeping that straight keeps it into almost a locking position, you don't want that. You want a little soft bend in that knee. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bend that front knee. Warrior two once again. Second round for straddle. Straighten that front leg. Turn your toes. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace them this time behind the body. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale. Drop the chin down towards the floor. Dropping maybe the arms and the shoulders side to side. Open them up a little more. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands down to the floor or to the feet. Second opportunity for a headstand. If you want to throw another headstand into your practice, you're always more than welcome to. Or if you were not able to maybe try on the first round and this is your opportunity, you're feeling a little stronger on this round, by all means, please do. Maybe trying a different hand position to allow you to get a little further into your straddle if headstand is not available. Breathe. Taking about 2-3 more breaths here. And slowly come on up. Hands to the floor. Go ahead and walk your feet together just like we did before and find child's pose. Inhale slowly. Let's go ahead and come on up. And we're actually just going to shift our feet forward so we come onto our sitting bone. So however that is transitionable for you. If you want to lift yourself up and maybe walk the toes forward, forward, forward. Maybe lift yourself up and kick the feet down. However you want to do it, it's all up to you. And just allowing ourselves to find Navasana boat pose from here. So activating through our core, bring that belly button in towards the spine as best as we can. Knees can stay bent for a little bit more accessibility if you don't have the flexibility for the legs to stay straight, okay? Inhale. Exhale, let's go ahead and twist over toward that right side. Inhale. Exhale, take it over to the left side. And inhale, bring it back to your center, and let's take it into canoe. Slowly just lowering down. And then inhale and exhale, bring it back into your Navasana boat pose. Let's do that a couple more times. Exhale, come down. Come up. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, come up, hold, breathe. And slowly release yourself, coming down onto your spine. Knees are going to come up towards your chest. Draw small circles with your knees, massaging the lower lumbar spine. Change directions. Hug your knees into the chest. Maybe bring yourself into a little cosmic egg here on your back. Inhale. And exhale, let's go ahead and slowly release the feet back down. All right. Finding ourselves into bridge pose first, kind of working our way towards wheel pose today, allowing ourselves to find that flexibility in our spine. If you don't feel comfortable with wheel pose, you can definitely just stick with your bridge pose, okay? Shimmy my way back onto my mat a little more here. All right, so let's go ahead and walk the feet together. The feet towards the glutes, and the knees and the feet are about hip width distance apart. Bridge pose. Hands come down to the floor, slowly roll one vertebra at a time up, starting with the hips, working your way towards your shoulders. Making sure there's still space for your chin and your chest to breathe. Just like I'm talking, you should still be able to comfortably breathe. Maybe bring the hands together, interlacing for a small bind. And taking about 2 to 3 more breaths right here. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release, coming down one vertebrae at a time. Release your feet and your legs for a moment. Inhale, open up to a full body stretch. Drawing small circles with the wrists and ankles, just making sure that we're feeling good here. All right. So preparing ourselves for wheel pose, making sure that our shoulders are feeling nice and open. If you're feeling not quite ready for having that yet, like I said, we can go back into bridge pose, or if shoulder stand is also part of your practice, that's another good option for an inversion. But talking with wheel pose here today, we're going to walk those feet back up towards our glutes. Our hands are going to come right beside our ears, and our fingertips are facing our shoulders, okay? So elbows pointing up towards the ceiling, and we're going to inhale, slowly lift ourselves to the top of the head first, and then see if we're accessible to extend the arms so the head comes off the mat, all right? Inhale, lift, top of the head. Find the hands comfortable, and then extend the arms if it's available. If you're more advanced, you can walk yourself closer in, maybe lift the toes and the heels up, playing around with that. Just feeling that nice stretch in the belly. Slowly coming out of the pose, coming onto the head gently first, and then untucking the head and slowly, gently coming back down. Once the spine is back on the floor, bring your knees into the chest. Just taking time, letting your spine slowly feel that circulation, different flow of energy. Maybe finding a happy baby pose, bring the knees apart, the feet come up. We can grab onto the toes. Make sure the tailbone kind of stays on the mat. Maybe rock side to side. And slowly release the hands from the feet. The feet are going to come back down onto the mat, hands to the side. Inhale, lift your right foot, bring your right foot onto your left knee. Inhale, lift your left foot, grab onto the left knee with your hands, draw them in. So you're pulling your left knee in as you're pushing your right knee away. One more breath here. And we're slowly going to come into a spinal twist with eagle legs. So right foot is just going to extend further out as the right knee is on top of the left knee. Left leg extends. Tuck your toes behind the left calf muscle if it's accessible, or just leave the toes to the side. Inhale, open up your arms, wingspan, and then slowly exhale, start to twist to the left. Feet will come down maybe first, add a little support, and then slowly with your breath, move the knees and allow them to maybe twist further towards the floor. Your shoulders are staying both securely on the floor. Gaze turns to the right. And close the eyes. One more breath here. And inhale, slowly go ahead and come on up. Release the right foot and come out of the twist. And the feet back to the floor. All right. Go ahead and bring your left foot over to the right knee. Lift the right foot up. Grab onto the back of the right knee with your hands. Slowly push your left knee away as you pull your right knee in. Feeling that nice deep stretch in your glutes, your psoas, your hamstring, or maybe you're just tight everywhere. Maybe you don't feel much of anything, but hopefully we can get you feeling at least a little something good to benefit that body that you have. You only get one, so let's try to treat it as well as we can, huh? All right, slowly releasing. Extend that right leg up, bring the left knee over, tuck the left toes under the right calf muscle. Inhale, open up your arms, and then exhale, slowly start to drop the knees over to the right. Again, feet can come down first for a little better support, so the knees aren't completely weightless. Turn your gaze to the left. And we'll slowly come out of the pose, lifting the knees up, bring that left knee up and over. Come out of the twist and extend those legs down. Inhale, open up, full body stretch once again. If there's any last few stretches that you would like to do in this class today, I always love to encourage you trying any poses that you feel you need. Also helps me see if there's something I can add to class. So please feel free right here, right now, to take that time. Otherwise, we are going to prepare for our Shavasana. So I always like to encourage you to have a blanket, at least a pillow, if not a blanket, over the body. It's hot where I am at today, so I'm going to leave it as a pillow. All right, guys, we're going to slowly come onto our mats when you're ready. I know a few of you might be doing some poses, so please enjoy. And meet us in Shavasana when you're ready. Coming down, closing the eyes, and relaxing down, letting yourself let go of all those external thoughts, letting go of all those concerns, just releasing. Breathe in, breathe out. Let it all go. Letting yourself just breathe. Truly connecting body and breath. Letting yourself become lighter and lighter with each inhale and each exhale. Drifting away from all those things that no longer serve you purpose. Existing right where you need to be. And slowly bring awareness back to our bodies. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Connect with yourself. Sending love and self-gratitude to yourself. And inhale, open up the arms, stretch through the legs. One last time here together. And the knees. And windshield wiper them side to side. And find a side that feels comfortable. And roll onto that side. Taking one last moment to fill yourself up with self-love, patience. And let's slowly come back up to a seated position. And finding where we started in class, resting the hands on the knees, rising back up with the crown of the head. Let's take a few moments here in closing the practice. Release the hands down to the side. Inhale, reach them up towards the sky. Release your palms together in heart center. Take a nice gentle bow forward. Let's give thanks for the time that you've served yourself here today. Give thanks for the time that you've given to your practice. And returning back to that personal intention one last time. Breathing in, believing it, and repeating it to yourself 3 times. Inhale, rise back up with the crown of the head, with the eyes still closed. Rub your palms together, creating a little cosmic energy and heat between your hands. Gently rest your palms on your face, covering your eyes. Feeling the warmth and connection between yourself. Inhale and exhale, open your eyes, slowly removing your hands away from your face. Opening yourself from darkness to light. Thank you so much for coming to practice with me today, wherever you are in this beautiful world. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. And if you're interested in joining more classes online, I am available Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's California. Woo-hoo. I am in the mountains up here. So if you are interested in joining me live in-person classes, we are currently offering classes at Tahoe Rising. So there are a ton of amazing teachers and classes available at Tahoe Rising. It is one of the only yoga studios that's currently open in South Lake Tahoe. So if you are living up here or you're visiting and you want to join a class, please check it out, tahoerising.com, as well as I have my classes available at mountainyogi.com. Have a great day, guys. Thanks again.